Yeah, I think in possession we were good. We looked comfortable at times, and we were patient and kept the ball and sort of worked it side to side to sort of find the holes in their defence to break down. And players like Paxton and then Connor being back in the team as well look to get on the ball as well. So that gives us options in field rather than just going around the outside all the time. So in possession, I think that was a good thing tonight. Out of possession, yeah, they didn't really hurt us through the middle. They went down the sides and especially on the left hand side, they had a right footer who kept checking back and then floating crosses to like the back post where the nine was pulling off between like me and Rafa, and it was just about how we're dealing with that. And I mean, they got a few free headers that I was disappointed at that I need to be better at personally. So I spoke to the coaches already, and it's something we're going to work on this week. So yeah, that's there's always stuff to learn from in games, and that was one of the things tonight.
Your shot in stoppage time, if that goes in, what's the banter like with Jonathan Bond?
Yeah, that would have been funny. And I literally spoke to him after the game, and we were saying how hilarious would that have been if you'd have scored the winner there. And our friends who are probably all asleep now, but like when they wake up and if they'd have seen that, it'd have been hilarious. It'd been one of the all-time great stories. But yeah, it was good to see him when he made the save. I didn't catch it clean as well. Like I knew that I'd dragged it a bit too central, and it was quite a comfortable save for him. But we had the corner straight after that, so as I was coming up, I just looked up at him and he was just like smiling a little bit. We made eye contact and had a little grin to each other, which was a nice moment. And yeah, I've been really good friends with John now for years, and it's nice to play against him for the first time. And yeah, it would have been great if it went in, but it wasn't to be.
How wide did your eyes get when that shot fell to you?
I was stood there for ages. I was like, because Max was calling me back for like the rest defense in case they countered, and I was just thinking, oh, like I'm free on the edge here. Like if this comes, I'm getting a chance. And then Alexis is like dribbling it across and like overplays it a little bit, and it falls right in front of me, and I'm just like, oh, this is the moment, you know. Like I'm gonna be able to bend this into the corner. And like I said, I just dragged it a bit, and it made it a bit more comfortable for Bondi. But yeah, we got the win in the end, so it's not that much. If we didn't win and it was a draw and I had that chance, I'd have been gutted.
Speaking of rest defense, like you told me a couple of weeks ago that needed to be better, especially when you're chasing result. Especially after tonight, you give up an equalizer. What was better about that tonight?
Yeah, we were a lot more organised with that, and with Ollie in front of us and Connor, we have one of them can go and join in the attack, and we made sure that the other one sort of stayed and gave us a bit more cover at the back because we like to have our fullbacks high and bombing on as well and joining in the attacks. So yeah, having that a bit more organised as we were attacking, and a lot of you can hear my voice is a bit croaky from just the amount of shouting and stuff that me and Max were doing at the back. So yeah, it worked out better because like the second half in Kansas, it was a game of basketball. It was just which you don't want especially when you're in the lead. So we needed to learn from that, and I think we did, and that's why we were able. We conceded the goal, but we were able to control the game at times when they were clearing the ball. We could pick up seconds and sustain attacks.
Rob, it was your first home match here in front of the fans. What was it like experiencing that, actually playing and not witnessing, and you played a full 90, how your lungs doing?
Yeah, feeling good. Like I was surprised the altitude didn't catch me off guard tonight as much as I thought it might have, which was nice. And I didn't get any cramps or anything, so I felt good. Like 90 minutes in the tank. The fans were great. I mean, the fireworks before the game get me every time. Like they scare the hell out of me every time. I'd forget about it, and then we're doing the anthem, and then next thing you know, there's a loud explosion. I'm thinking, what is going on? So I need to get used to that. But it's fun, and it adds to the atmosphere. And the fans, it was great to score the winner in front of the supporters section. It's almost like they're willing the ball into the net as much as we're trying to push the ball into the net, so it makes a nice balance. And then I remember the lads jumped over the boards and went into the fans, and I was thinking like, oh, I got the legs in me to get over this now. And I just sort of sat back and just looked at everyone going crazy, and I thought, yeah, this is a good moment. It was a very surreal feeling, and one that I really enjoyed.
What is it like versus a home fans in MLS versus maybe overseas?
Yeah, well, I mean, when we play like European games in the European Cups, you have fans that have like supporter sections, and they have the drums, and sort of like they can get a bit of an atmosphere going. In England, they don't allow the drums. Very rarely do you get a game where there's some drums going. So that's definitely a different aspect of it, which is great, and especially in the second half, like attacking that goal and seeing the away section, the fan section, is a nice thing to see, and everyone bouncing around together.
Rob, there's been a lot of chopping and changing this season. We won't go down the rabbit hole with you, but the principles and what you guys are trying to do has been the same. The shape and maybe who's around you has been a little bit different for the games that you've played in so far. How's that been for you? What are Andre, Zach, other people doing to help you with that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you say like Andre and Zach. I mean, that's a hell of an experience. Sort of back line, and then to slot in next to that, and then with Reggie Cannon, who's played in England, Rafa, who's come in now with loads of legs up and down the left hand side. It's a real solid foundation, and I think that was evident tonight with how sort of comfortable we were at times. I mean, Zach pulled off a great save. Andre pulled off an amazing block that ricochets off the attacker and goes out for a goal kick. I managed to block one on the line, and yeah, it's just a big team effort. And I think we really wanted a clean sheet. It would have just been really nice to have been the perfect game would have been a clean sheet. It wasn't to be, but then it showed the character that the team has got and the belief that we have to come back and score that winner so late on. And like the other game in Kansas, we went 1-0 down really early on, and that was something that we really didn't want to do. We didn't want to concede the first goal or concede like early in the game. So it was crucial to sort of keep that experience and solidarity at the back.
Take 1 to 2 more.
Rob, Chris made a comment in his press conference that every game now is like a playoff game. This is a playoff type feeling. What is maybe the conversations in the locker room, or maybe even like some high intensity type of conversations going on with leadership such as yourself, Zach, Keegan, Andreas, to kind of keep pushing that same mentality and pushing and making sure that you're making every single game count from here on out? Yeah,
absolutely. I did a podcast earlier this week, and I described it as 5 cup finals because it's quite an English saying to say there's 5 cup finals, whether you're fighting for a place in the league from relegation or fighting for a place in the Champions League or to win the league, So these are crucial games, and it's a 5-game stretch, and we've won the first one. So now we've got 2 more home, 2 away, and it's going to take everyone. There's going to be times when players have to step in and be ready, and that's something that the coach knows, and the players are more than aware of that as well. So I think there's definitely a good atmosphere, and there's a belief. And I think once you've got that belief and the desire, good things will happen.
Can you talk a little bit more about Rafa Santos, just how special of a profile he is, what he can provide to the attack? I mean, 3 assists in 2 games, but also he can really...
I mean, I said that to him when he scored. When we scored the first goal, I was like, another assist for you. Like, I could have done that assist, It was just a back heel on a free kick. But yeah, he was looking at me. I mean, if he understood me, who knows? But but yeah, like you said, he's come in and he's got 3 assists. The cross for Keegan's goal against Kansas, and his delivery. He wants to play the ball, put the ball forward and put it into dangerous areas with Rafa up top running the channel. And today the way Cole was playing as a left winger, wasn't like an out-and-out left winger. He was more of an inside winger because of his attributes as a player. So Rafa was really our outlet on the left-hand side. And I think he did that well for us tonight, with Cole being a bit more infield as a left midfielder. And then he goes off, and then Sam Vines comes on, and he's just like the exact same type of player. He wants to be out wide, give you that width. So I think we've got a really good team and a good structure now for people to come in when needed as well.
All right, we'll take one more question up here from the front.
Kind of on an opposite note, have your teammates recommended any good food places that you're looking forward to hitting?
I mean, I made sure I've hit all the fast food restaurants when I first got here. I've hit everything. Like Cane's is up there for me. I love the fries and the Texas toast. I think that's unbelievable. In terms of restaurants, not yet. I haven't gone out to any sort of the fancy restaurants in downtown. So I'm sure that's one for the lads. That I'll tell you what, once we get into the playoffs and we've got a little break before the playoffs start, then we'll definitely have a nice dinner. And I'm sure I'll get stuck with a tab being the new player, but that's how it normally goes. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm excited for it, and I want to experience a bit of Denver and see some other sites.
Rocky Mountain Oysters, Rob.
Rocky Mountain Oysters, is that the place? I went to a place
Google
called...
it.
I went to a good steakhouse.
It's
A
a
steakhouse
food.
on Lemire. Was it Lemina Street, something like that?
Larimer.
Larimer, yeah. Sorry, Larimer Street. Yeah. It was on Larimer Street. I can't remember the name of it now. Something Capitol Grill?
Capitol Grill.
Yeah. Went
Larimer
there,
Square.
Larimer Square. I went
Yeah.
there and had a nice steak. That was a nice fancy restaurant. And then I saw the bill and I was like, whoa. But that's a good spot.
Thank you, Rob.
Thanks, Rob. Cheers. Thank you.